Alright, we're back. And I streamed for about an hour without any audio, so we're gonna go ahead and just fast forward through that and let me tell you what we've done. First of all, we've went ahead and expanded our ranch area that we want to have Drecos in eventually. They're still a little bit too big right now. We did get some carbon dioxide in there. We have the hydrogen gas in there, and we're going to grow some mealwood. However, we're running really low on dirt right now. And I do have 3 of these going, but I don't think it's enough. I'm going to try to dig out some dirt over here. And the other big news is that we got plastic up and running, and for the win, it's going to be the petroleum. We have 2 oil wells running. That runs an oil refinery that then fills up this liquid reservoir up to 75% to 50%. I could probably make that lower number a lot smaller. Let's go 25%. We don't need to be on it that often. And so that will refine it into petroleum. We're metering that down via a liquid valve down to 2 of these polymer presses located down in a very cold biome. And we're sending that plastic back home now. And so that we can now hopefully start taming these cobalt volcanoes. So let's check to see how much plastic we have. That's where we're at now. We have 0 plastic for right now. Hopefully that's being hauled though. Looks like I need to do a little bit more mopping over here. A little mopping here, some there. These hatch ranches. Oh, good. We are getting the plastic coming in. These hatch ranches. Oh, man, I want to get these changed so bad. Now that we have plastic. Oh, my goodness. Now that we have plastic, I can do this. Okay. Let's get this ranch going. This is what I really am looking forward to doing, or trying anyway. So, let's see. Under shipping, we're going to go conveyor chutes. Let's get one. Let's see, this will go that way. Something like this. Then we'll conveyor meter that down once we get plastic. And I'll probably need a ladder or 2 to go across to get some of these other ones. Hey, there's a little hatchling. I will want the eggs swept out of here eventually. Alright, we should have plastic. Yes, we do. We have a little bit of plastic. So shipping. What? Refined metal. I don't have any refined metal? I have a lot of refined metal. Gaskets. I don't want a gasket. I want plastic. What? Thousand grams. I have kgs of plastic, so do I have to make gaskets somehow? Hold on. Okay, how do I make a rubber gasket? Usually it's at the crafting station. I'm sure I have one of those around here somewhere. Can we make that a sweep only now? I think that's more than enough. In fact, what are the pressures in here? I think I'll allow that one to come out. Oh, it's overpressurized anyway, so it can't. That's fine. Yeah, I don't know what to do. The conveyor meter. It says you have to have refined metal, which I have, and a gasket. It should be plastic. Like, that, DLC, I mean, it's not turned off. Hold on, let's take 1 second. Quit the desktop. I'm gonna actually turn off the DLCs. If I turn off the DLCs, maybe that will help. Okay. Yeah, I also saw something like that with Yelp. He had fiber feathers when he deconstructed something made of reed fiber, which was crazy because you shouldn't be able to have fiber feathers in this because we don't have it with the cold map. I forget which one that is. Man, this is going to be one hell of a nightmare to edit. Yay. Maybe I'll save myself some time and only stream a little bit longer. We did get plastic. I'm very happy about that. I just got to get this conveyor meter, man. What the hell with the gasket bullshit? Like, there's no way to make a gasket. So I would never be able to make that conveyor meter. All right, we're back in the game. We're back in the game. Let's see if I can make it now. Let's load it up. And shipping gasket. Well, now I have an issue, though. Like, I don't really know what to do about that. I guess I can try to find a crafting station that I don't remember where it is. If I even have one. I might not. It's a bullshit issue is what it is. We have an egg in here. How much iron do I have now? 1,400. I really want to go ahead and finish up my power spine. So I could definitely deconstruct all of this. That runs most of this. So maybe I would bring that over onto this side. We'll get some airflow tiles and a regular tile right there. Try to make a transformer setup. In fact, if I do that, I probably won't need that there. That'll be fine. And then power, large transformer. Yeah, we'll go a little bit slow for right now because, first of all, I don't know what I'm going to do about that conveyor meter. That's some BS. Let's see, how are we doing over here? We are loading things, delivering clay and plastics. Luckily, that's producing a good amount of plastic, so we're fine on plastic. The Dreco Ranch let's go ahead and just deconstruct these pipes. Deconstruct. I think I'll leave that other thing there, though, and maybe get in some ladders. Oh yeah, I gotta have a sweeper that can actually get down here. So let's go iron. Yes, we could put one right there. Actually, I need it to see everything in here, so something like this. Automation. Can those see that? They can. So that automation is still good. We'll just put it over on this side instead. Cancel that. I think what I'll do is take ladders in here like so. And then I still need like a critter drop off right here. So critter drop off, critter drop off. These are still too big. These are 115 tiles. So one thing I could do is cancel this and make regular tiles here. I could easily... see, how much is that again? That's 114 now, so that would be a lot of tiles. I'd have to fill up or cut off. Maybe I could do something like... something like that. I don't know. It's a thought. Okay, what all are they doing? Priorities, those are all 5s. These guys are idle. Well, that's still a vacuum, so I mean, it's not really exchanging too much temperature here, I don't think. No, it's not. So that's pretty good. The other thing I could do on this planet, do we have, I think we have, yeah, we have Ruby, so, I mean, I could have this just delivered, have that Megatronics engineer going in, going all the way there. Have plastic automatically delivered, possibly. Once in a while, maybe not all the time, like once a day. Plastic 30 grams. Yeah, I still have to see if I can even make it into anything. Priority construction, 7s. Yeah, so how many are in here? 1. Yeah, so that's pretty good. I might put in a pickup just so that we don't have these hatch leans. Although, once I get the eggs removed out of there, I shouldn't have a problem with that. Alright, let's speed that up. I have no idea. I am surprised I don't have a crafting station. Do I have one on this map? No, and then this needs a battery on it. All that can go into there. And that should at least help out with the extra power that we're receiving. which is very nice. That has 0 power. Why do you not have power? Because we have no hydro. Luckily, the slug plugs will help us out at night, which is about to happen. So I kind of want to have this to be the priority. Construction 8. Yeah, everything up there, please. Also, I think I'm going to have to do this moves on a 7, all standard. On a 7, all this has to go, I don't know, over here. Alright, hopefully, there they are. They're sleeping now, so they're giving me 1600 watts. Which is giving us the power, but not a lot extra. So it looks like the next day we'll get more power than... yeah, these space batteries are really helpful. Especially since we're delivering that cobalt there. And this, I think we're ready to build some mesh tiles on it. I believe this was going to be for my little generator room for extra power if needed. Not 100% sold on the fact that I want to do that yet. Especially now that I know the slug plugs are helping out so much. With these space batteries, that should help out quite a bit more. So I'm actually going to cancel that for right now. There we go, and we're moving all that stuff out of there. That's great. I just don't want them to eat that stuff, and that should be good to go. And this is to hold... Oh, okay. So any of those eggs, though. I did move the eggs. There's 2 eggs. Let's relocate that. And the other one. Plug, slug, egg, relocate. There we go. And I don't really want to be on that anymore. So let's disable. Because that was helping out that for now, but should be good. Alright, I like that. On this map. Right, that's in now, so we can cut that off. Deconstruct it. Deconstruct all. That will take us off of that power grid, which will be nice. And then I just need to replace these wires with power, conductive. Let's see, we could deconstruct. This wire, well, let's check that out, because if we go iron, I'd want to go up as well with it, so that I could just go like this. So that side would be connected. This side could go that way. Maybe going that way. I don't think we... Well, I mean, we do have a pump there, but we're not using it, so we don't need that pump anymore. So, I mean, that could be snipped off. That could be snipped off. The power could then go... Let's see, where does it go? It goes up here. Change to steel. Cancel this. Actually... Change it to cobalt. Okay, and some more. Yeah, this is a big power line right here. Ooh, we could snip that. And then that could go and run whatever it's running on its own. Which is just those two things. That would be okay. More cobalt. Cancel this. And deconstruct it. And then cobalt. I don't think I have much left. Maybe I go with this other wire. Yep. Oh, there's an apothecary at least. Change the steel. Let's see what we get in the blueprints. I want barbecue. Thank you very much. Alright, well, they have their marching order. Nice that we got plastic, though. The only problem is we've got a lot of other issues. Looks like we'll at least be getting the power from the slug plugs now. These are not powered. They are on a... Oh, okay, so 75... 600... 75... 75... Got you. Still haven't hooked them up to power, but I guess that's okay, because we're only really ranching 2 of these guys. They have nothing to do, and we're out of power. Oh, crap. That's the whole reason to maybe have the petroleum go up. Let's see. Power. Petroleum generators. Yikes. They're tall. I could maybe get in 2. 1. Two, yeah, 2. Could get in 2. But they do run pretty high on the amount of power they put out. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then let's get some insulation on this side of it. Let's then deconstruct these ladders here because we're not going to want them. And I'll have to figure out what else we're going to do in there instead. Just not making enough hydrogen over here, I guess. Trying to run too much off of it. Oh, crap. Solid petroleum. Yep. We're going to cut that off. Cut that off entirely. And I'm going to want to wrap it around going somewhere else. How about a reservoir? We'll get a liquid reservoir. Just put it in like so. Thank you. As little power as possible. Oh, please don't get trapped behind that. Ruby, don't do it. Ruby, move, please. Thank you. Alright, let's see. Power-wise, we get the petroleum generator out of iron ore. Boom. And then a battery. Smart battery. Yep. Then power, heavy watt wire. Then deconstruct this, because we're going to need to have another one of these, but right there, with a wire, like so, with automation. With maybe a liquid reservoir down here. Yeah. And we'll have insulated, I'm gonna go sedimentary. I want that to go all the way down to this. This is where I want it to come out. And I want it to go up there. So we'll have it go in this direction. Almost. Cancel this. And of course I'm going to have a hard time doing all that, so let's deconstruct some of these buildings. These two buildings can go. And I will need a ladder in here. Probably at a high priority. Okay. I forget. I think they just off-gas the carbon dioxide, right? They just plainly just off-gas it into the environment. Yeah. A little bit of barbecue. Oh yeah, we're gonna need a way in there. Let's see. These are gonna be at least that high. So that means that I gotta come in here and dig out at least two. This is gonna come up like so. Yeah, we could get down there if we build this pole to there and the ladder to there and dig out this. Priorities, 6s, 7s, digging 6s, and what just fell is mud. Okay. Digging 7, let's dig that out. It's all hydrogen right now, though. That's the unfortunate part. We might cancel a couple of these just to allow for the hydrogen to come out. Eventually the carbon dioxide will push out too, but we'll see how long that takes. Little vent for the carbon dioxide to go out, a little chimney, I guess. Technically I could have it go up and out of space. Ooh, that would be a thought. Have a little tunnel that goes straight up and vents out. Tempting. Especially since it's kind of expensive. We're coming up on the night cycle, so hopefully soon. Let's go ahead and enable that building because we need some sort of power here. Definitely don't have enough. The map is getting kind of large. The wires are going in. How are we doing on iron? We got a little. Power. We still haven't deconstructed all that, but that's just because I got too many commands going on. And need to be careful with that. How is the metal refining doing? We are refining metal. How are we doing on coal? 96 tons. We're good on it. What I wanted to find out, though, was the station of the crafting. Crafting station, please. Let's put one. Let's put one right here. Because if this doesn't work, I don't know what to do. Neat gaskets. I guess I could check the properties of plastic. That would have been maybe one of the ideas that I could have done. Let's go ahead and get that up a level or two. Just want to see if it's possible, guys. Yeah, we're doing all this. Oh, man. Feel like I really need to focus on the hatches and the Drecos. Let's get a Wheezeworts there on a 7. Copy that, paste it there. Okay, this side is done, so how big is this room now? It's still not big enough. 102. 101, 100, 99, 98, 97, 96. Yeah, okay. We'll try to get the Drecos in as well. Looks like fertilization. Yeah, we don't have enough dirt. I have a little bit more dirt down here, though. We could go grab it. Alright, we'll just speed that up. Hopefully we don't have anything happen too much. Other than idle dupes, maybe. Alright, so this would be for glossy Drecos. Glossy Drecos. Level 7. We want 8? Do I dare? Let's start with 4. Let's start with 4. There's nothing for him to eat yet, but we could shear him if we had power for it running, which we don't, but we could. Let me get the power right here hooked up. These need to go in. Deconstruct that. Yeah, that could be better. Let's deconstruct that. Deconstruct this. Drecos. And then we need another shearing station on this side. And the power line for it. Maybe I could redo that whole power line anyway. Then cancel. Actually, don't cancel. Let's snip. Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah. Cancel this. Cancel that. So it comes in straighter, it goes in better. Yeah, that's all much cleaner. Oh yeah. Oh, looks so much nicer. So we should be able to do all that, and now we should have some dirt, which if these were priority duties, no, those are 7s, that's fine. Research is done. Don't remember what we were... Oh, yeah, okay. Then these can go here. Yep. Should be unreachable. Okay. Let me get a ladder there. Priority construction 7. So let's get this done. I would like this done if we can. As far as gases go, it's pretty good. I could put dirt in here somewhere to store. I am waiting for Drecos to be hauled out. Glossy Drecos. A 0 on a 7, please. So somebody should... Yep, there we go. Here comes our first Glossy Dreco to come hopefully get at least shaven. Although it might have to be into a stable before they can get shaven. Who knows? Alright, this one should be a ranch. Yay, a stable, 96. And so should that one. Alright, well, maybe somebody will be on that. That's for Glossy Drecos, 4 on a 7, yep. Anybody doing it? Wow, Haulina is way up there on priorities. Do I have a whole bunch of hauling errands somewhere? Probably all these wires, right? Maybe. Priority 7, construction, yeah. They do have to get into suits in order to come in here, so that's fine. How about this automation? Can we clean that up a little bit? Just a little bit. Alright, how much plastic we got? Got 1.5 tons. That's awesome. Also, we need to get these wires put in pretty soon. They're all level 5s. I guess they could be level 6s. Do I just not have enough going on? I have too much going on, I mean. 55,000 calories. Ooh, that is low. But at least 39,000 of it is barbecue. That has water on it. Let's mop it up. As far as this goes, it is 24C, so our bristle blossoms are coming in again. So I should be making the allergy medicines again. Yes. Allergy medicine, engage. There we go. We're trying to improve this power. That should have something now. Yes. So all that, for right now, is going to Central. Yep. And in fact, I'm going to get a high sweep in on this stuff. But all this can be swept out. Ooh, I did not realize that. If they get caught up here, though, that's a problem. Does that mean I need another sweeper loader? Probably. Lame. Okay, the design isn't the greatest. It could be better. But it technically works. Have we shaved him yet? No. Are you shaveable yet? As long as it works, yeah. He is glum, he is tame. Status, you're glum. You need to be, you are ready to be shaven. So this should have a 7 on it. And this should have a 7 on it. Yep. Somebody should be on their way to shave you momentarily. Hey, Yelp is on it. Very nice. So yeah, this would be where the plastic is getting stored. And they might die up here or lay an egg up here as well. So it'd probably be a good idea to get yet another one up here. And a couple more loaders. Oh, I hate to do it, but it's gonna be necessary. Power. And a print. Plastic. Yay, we can get plastic now that we have plastic. Supplier, decorating supplier, and doctor. I mean, another builder. I think the builds are going okay. Let's see, skills. We could go through the skills again anyway. Well, let's do that. Yeah, I only do have the one builder, and that's Redneck, right? Let's see. You are not a builder, but you're going to be... Oh, yeah. No, Ada was going to be a builder. So let's get you... You're already skill trained. Let's get you into that. Do carry 1 and 2. And you're good to go. So... Super duper... Demolition. There you go. Your priorities and Ada... Let's go to Ada's priorities are going to be digging and building, and farming and ranching are way down. Operating is okay, but it's fine as is. Skills. So that gives me the other builder digger. Could use another hauler technically. Haulina is looking pretty good, but I have 8 dupes. I think I only have the 8 beds, so I'd have to make, I'd have to make some more stuff here. Not sure if I'm quite ready for that. Plus, I want to get over here and dig this out. 4 high. Let's, how do I want to do this? I don't really want to vacuum it out. So I think what I'll do is something like this. Maybe as a lower priority. And a print. Do I want a print? I want a plastic or a hauler. Supplying, doctoring, decorating. That's not bad. Critter aversion. Or just supplying. Do I have enough people on the other planet? Yes. I'm good on dupes. I'm gonna take the plastic. Free plastic is plastic. So let's get this tamed. That's the next goal. Other than Drecos. Drecos are kind of a side project now. But we did get a little bit of plastic there, which is nice. And all of this should get swept out eventually. I should not want dirt. Let's not take dirt out. Copy settings, paste settings. Okay. Thank you. Things are starting to go to central, which is nice, and hopefully the power wires are going again. They are. How are we doing on iron? About 1.5 tons. Power wires, we can snip these now. Deconstruct. I think I can snip this. Deconstruct it. There we go. Deconstruct this. Because we don't need that anymore. Throws gangs on central. You know it. We're trying to improve our power supply to everything right now. Looks like this also goes down here and... Oh, yeah. And this... Plastic gas... Yes, we can make gas... Okay, it's just a thing we have to make from plastic. That's kind of BS. But it is what it is. let's go ahead and get a smart storage bin out of iron. I'll get a knot gate. I suppose it's fine. Let's get a motion sensor. Oopsies. I'll light after I get the automation for it. How about a Rubik's one? I haven't done a Rubik's one in a minute. And I would want a bin down here. I think I can put a bin down here. And this bin would have the plastic in it. Yep. Okay, and that would then turn that on to make plastic gaskets. And for right now, I want at least a couple on a 7. Maybe not. Let's not do that yet. I want to have this, though, construction on a priority 7. As far as power goes, that it will need a little bit of power. So I'll do that as well. And power going up. Alright, priority 7. Sweet. Might have to address the food here pretty soon, but after we get this plastic and I deal with this, then I can kind of focus on some other things, hopefully. Too many things going on right now. Alright, plastic. I want 2 tons. And get a sweep, because this already looks gross. There's a lot of stuff there, though. Hopefully we're not too far away from Central. Alright, so let's make one of these. Oh, it's already set for it, yes. It is on. It is errand out. As a 90. Paulina's current errand. I think what it is we don't have any plastic here yet. And that's because that's on a 5. Let's go ahead and put that on a 7. That should help out quite a bit. We have a lot of other things going on right now, and I'll put it back on a 5 as soon as somebody delivers to it. There we go. Pauline is on it. Another hauler would be nice. Alright, now back on a 5, and that is on a 9, so somebody should get that. Forever, please. Oh, right on. Here we go. Somebody's on it. You want to be a hauler? Yeah, well, you got a lit workspace, hopefully. And did you make one? We definitely have some issues with our power. However, this line looks way better. Can I snip off some more of these bits that we do not need? This one does power all of that, though, doesn't it? Yikes. So I just unpowered all that. Maybe I run that on a different line. Like one right here. Power. Transformer. And then we'll just put it right like so. Iron. We probably don't have nearly enough iron for all this, but maybe. We'll try. This is all 5, so that's fine. Now that's most of it right there. Let me make sure that this is on a 7. And we'll hopefully make a little bit more iron so that we can do more of that. Right now, it looks like iron is still set to go. Do we have water coming in? Yes. Is it somebody's errand? Most likely. It's just that we have a lot going on. Okay. Meat-wise, it looks like we're doing okay on. And this doesn't have power. And do we have a plastic gasket? We do. So let's do that. Gasket. 7. We want maybe 10 of those. I'll probably have to put a shipping sweeper in. Make that out of iron. Put that there. Put that up. Alright, cool. That should be set. Now we should be able to put the gasket in. Or not the gasket. What was it? It was the shipping conveyor meter. So yeah, I want one of these. Want to have the automation in it like so. And then I need to have a shipping conveyor loader. Guess we'll do copper. Something like that. This will need power. This can all be deconstructed. And priority 7s? Oh, this will be nice. We'll finally be able to do this proper like. Yeah, because they're like starving and stuff. We have 4 out of 4 critters. The egg removals, that would go into there, I suppose? Or what do I do with the egg removals? Yeah, I can put them in there. That'd be fine. So, eggs. Let's do nothing. And then just take eggs. Yep, eggs. That'd be good. This would do nothing but meat. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so how many do we have in here? That's the question. That is 24 critters. That's not bad. That's starting to take off a little bit. Alright, and we are researching, which is good because we're going to need to open this up to dig out some more of that dirt, most likely. Let's give it a pause, see how we doing. We're still not doing all this yet. So I got plenty to catch up on. But this is in now, so this will be a 0.1. And this will be for dirt. I believe. Sage hatches, do you eat dirt? Dirt. Dirt. Allow manual use, 7. Yep. Alright, well, we have a couple of these little sage hatches, but they should be the last ones now that we should be getting the eggs out of there. At least those eggs. The sage hatch is up there. Let's see, this is sage hatch, not sage hatches. We want sage hatches. Sage hatches. And as far as this goes, this is for sage hatches. And let's get a sweep up here. Actually, a move command, a 6 move command, everything. I'm gonna move all this down to right here. Close enough to where it shouldn't bother them too much. Just gets it out of that room so the hatches don't eat it. I don't want them to eat all my debris, you know what I mean? That would be bad. I'd like to save some of that debris for other things. Oh yeah, we did come down here and do a little exploring. Found some sporchids who are now frozen, which is nice. That one actually uprooted. So hopefully the germs are going to die off as well. That's going to be super easy. I won't even have to worry about that. Just, you have to go look at it though for it to start having that effect though, I believe. And there we go. We're making plastic gaskets just in case we need them. This should be running dirt at some point. 13. How about a 9? Let's get a 9 on that. How about an emergency? There you go. Hauling is on it. One load should last a very, very, very long time. And I could have this. You know what? Let's get that back down to a 5. I want this to only run at certain times. Timer sensor, light sensor, cycle sensor. Well, the only issue is that this, if it's on a cycle sensor, I guess it holds it. Yeah. Okay, yeah. We'll do that. We'll do a cycle sensor on that. Hopefully it holds it and doesn't drop it out. You know what I mean? Let's go 7. Sporchids are very pretty, yeah. Oh my goodness, I just made all that out of steel. Okay, so... Alright, I want you to only be green during the... Hold on, maybe if I do it like so. I only want you to be green when it's nighttime. Perfect. Maybe. We'll see. No idea. So it should be off right now. And obviously there's a whole bunch of packets that have already gone through, but this should be like a 9. And now they have something to eat. There they go. They're eating. Let's also get some stations. We want the critter ranching or grooming stations. Add a gold amalgam. I can only put in 2. Unless I make this room a little bit bigger. Deconstruct this. Put a mesh tile there. Deconstruct these 2. I'm gonna have to increase the... Actually, I don't think I need to increase shit. Oh. That's gonna be an issue, though. Cancel that. Critter drop off. No, because then they would not fall down. Cancel that. Oh, it's kind of unfortunate. Maybe. Yeah, let's do it like this. Cancel these. Priorities, construction, 7s. Alright, looks like some of the dirt was coming up. Oh, we're all out of dirt. Errands. You'd think somebody'd be on it. Are we out of dirt? We are out of dirt, a little bit. Just a little bit. Alright, let me turn that down to a 9. And let me get some dirt from this side of the map. Dirt. Yep. We're gonna need some dirt, obviously. Deconstruct these. Priorities, 7s. Move this one into there and deconstruct this. Alright, this one would be for sage hatches. We want all the critters on a 7. And then I want to have the, it would be under stations, grooming stations. Where are they at? We'll do gold amalgam. Alright, looks like we have some dirt. And it is being loaded. And this can go in. And we will, and we have a print. That might not be as stable anymore. Let's see, decorating supply, building, cooking, decorating, cook. That's a good cook, flatulent. Nope, ice? Yes. Don't know where I'm keeping that ice, but let's just check the room. No, this is a room, 75 tiles. Okay. That should be fine. How many critters are in there right now? 0, I suppose. So anytime we have a new hatch, or a new sage hatch, that should happen. These were on a priority 6. Let's get those on a priority 7. Yeah, we got way too many things going on. Maybe I might think about getting rid of some of these ranches. Deconstruct everything. Buildings. Yep. I'm gonna cut back a little bit on the ranching. We're all out of the stone hatches now anyway, so I'm gonna cut back to 2 ranches. Yep. And those guys can kind of just die out, I guess, or we could kill them. Either way, we don't really need the food. But I do want to have maybe this one having the dirt. Let's go dirt instead. Well, actually, let's keep it as sandstone, I suppose. I think we have enough to keep the sage hatchlings coming. We have plenty of sage hatchling eggs. And I could ranch those quicker if I decided to, let's say, deconstruct all of these and all the automation behind them. Oh boy, that is a commitment. We're going to then move them over here. Yep. We'll try to increase the sage hatch ranching because I think this is where it's at. And we are researching. Yay! Looks like I only have the one sage hatchling left. And what is this going up? Alright, there's my dirt. I think we're good on dirt for now. So let's stop that. I don't want to waste all my dirt. But I did want to jumpstart this so that now we can see it in action. Let's get this on a 7. And these, I want these to be on 7s. Yep, here we go. Actually, let's put these on 9s. Alright, Nuggies down here. Yeah, we're ranching. 9. Not bad. And then this turns off. And of course there's some residual. Quite a bit of residual. Like a lot of residual. Ooh, so much residual. How much does that go on for? Wow, we don't want this on as long as I had it on for. Look at all that dirt that's going through. Way too much. It shouldn't be going through anymore. Delivered? Are you still... It's red. What up, Engineer Troy? Welcome in, welcome in. I'm just trying to get this ranch working. I don't think I need this on for very long. Let's see, we'll put it there, and then we'll only have it active for like 2%, 1%, 2%. Do 2%. Pretending not to work till quitting time. Well, that thing is working too well, and is still dropping dirt. But, so far so good on the hatches there. Hey, Nugs. Oh, wow, that's a lot of death. Oh, we're gonna have plenty of barbecue. Wow. Alright, well, let me go grab all the eggs. Hey, Nugs, is that what... Are you talking about what I think you're talking... Do you want to do some research? Let's get some eggs. We'll just get all critter eggs on a 9. And, we'll just put them over here. Yeah. Alright. Let's check out the plastic production. Oh, it's not working right now. I am storing it in there. We did make some plastic. And now that we have glossy Dracos kind of running, this is fertilization. We need more dirt. And this would be copy settings, paste settings, I guess. Yeah. Look at all them hatches. Yeah, check it out. So this is our glossy Draco ranch. We're hoping that this will pan out. Let's see. You are tame and glum. This is only a 5, and it looks like we need more ranchers or something because a number 30 is pretty far behind. Luckily, I did get rid of a lot of these ranches, so I think I'm going to... I don't have a fridge yet. We're going to be taming this cobalt volcano soon. So I'm going to take a small BRB. I'll be right back, and then we'll start working on that a little bit. We'll talk about it then. Be right back. Alrighty then, I am back. Alright, how many hatches do I even have? Right now, we are looking at... I'm kind of in the way a little bit here. Hold on a second. Okay, so... Right now we have 96 domesticated critters. Some of those are Drecos. 62 regular hatches. We're killing quite a few of them. So sage hatches is 23. That's what we're really focused on. We want to know how many sage hatches we have. And hopefully we don't waste too much dirt, because I need that dirt. And that's why we're kind of killing these guys. In fact, I think I am going to kill these guys so they don't eat whatever is already down there. That's the main reason. There's a lot of stuff there, and I do not want it to get eaten. I will start ranching again. I mean, I'm going to at least keep a couple going. Damage, overheated. Okay. You are hot because you have petroleum in you, and you need to be made out of something other than what you're made out of. And we do not have steel. And that is made out of steel. Oh, I see. That's fine, because I could just dig this out. And we could then put this pipe in like so. Snip that and let it go. That'll actually get this flowing again with plastic, which I would like to have. Okay, plastic is going out, and this can go in. We'll get these back in order. Overheat damage. Radiation. There goes the petroleum out. Let's not repair that anymore. Thank you. It's only going to be there for temporary purposes. Why are you not run? Let me get a robo miner. Power. Oh, I hope it doesn't robo mine out everything. It might. It will. It will definitely. Let's put tiles here. Yep, it's gonna see that one too, isn't it? Yep. Let's put one there. That's fine then, and that is okay, I suppose. Why can you see more that way? Not quite sure, we'll see. Okay, so we got most of that done. I think what I'm gonna do is just deconstruct these buildings. In order to do that, though, we're gonna get some ladders. Yep. And then we'll deconstruct buildings. We want these gone, those gone, these gone, and these gone, and these gone. Thank you. Down here is where we are ranching the most. Oh, I didn't check. I did not check how many there were. There were 9 right now, but one last one to get ranched. There you go. Okay. And do you shut off ever? I don't think it does. I think once I loaded it one time, it's good to go from now on. I think I could turn that off and it would just keep on running. I think I'm gonna put this down on a 5. That's how much I don't need to do that. Oh. You know what? In fact, let's go ahead and not allow manual use because it looks like we're just picking it up and putting it back in. I don't want to do that. Now, I'll check up on it once in a while, but it should be fine. And then most of this has been deconstructed already, which is going to be great. That should increase my food more. I could change these over to Pip ranching. Oh my goodness, that would be amazing. And we could switch some more to these style kind of ranches. I mean, it's kind of working. 9, 9, and 9. And let's just make sure that everybody that's a rancher is available at nighttime. Like, meat could probably be moved to this schedule. And Yelp. Yelp, I think I want you to be on this schedule. Alright. That means most people should be available for this, but Yelp might not be. Or just on the tail end. And it looks like I'm finally getting these power wires sorted, which is really, really good. Alright, let's look at the power situation. I haven't looked at that in a minute. We could deconstruct some more of those. And this section here is now powered with this transformer. Do we have any more metal? Not really a lot. Well, we have copper. Somehow we have quite a bit of copper. Oh, we deconstructed some stuff. We don't need this entire line. We could run it to the right there, snip this, and deconstruct all of that. And that is being set. Okay, no, that looks good. That looks real good. We could also deconstruct all that wire when we dig that out. Now this one is still janky and is still run on a power wheel, which is most unfortunate. So one of the things I'd like to do is get another transformer in here to run that. But I need to make sure that I am making iron. And let's see about these, because this one... Oh no, okay, there is a coal generator that runs somewhat there. And even though we have this set up, I wanted to get the coal generation down here as well. And moved. Of course, I wouldn't mind having coal delivered down there too. From Central, maybe. Because, you know, I might have other uses for coal as well. I like it that the bristle blossoms are growing again. That is nice. These... I'm gonna have to set these up correct. let's go ahead and deconstruct all of that. Oopsies. Yeah, I don't want any of that anymore. Right. Seems like it's going well, and as far as water goes, we haven't been delivering water to this in a while, I think. How is the pressure in there? It's quite a bit. We're just not releasing too much hydrogen right now, but we do have some in reserve. 238 kgs. Should probably get water going in there at some point. Let's see. How was that going? I guess we'll run it in like so. We do have quite a bit of water, so I think that'll be okay. This is now fertilization. Yeah, we're low on dirt still. Not much I can do about that right now. Maybe I do have to send all my dirt over there. Not really utilizing it here, so let's go ahead and send all of our dirt. I would like to get these ranched. Maybe I could... Actually, you know what? Until I actually get something here, dig these up. Like, I'm not even ranching anything right there right now, so we don't need that. Alrighty, and then here comes the dirt. Alright, now I want to check it out. Right. Oop. So how many do we have in here? Dang it. 8. Pretty sure there's more than that. I must have... Yeah, I got it late. We have a little bit of water here. And this. Let's keep going with it. I'm looking forward to taming that. Maybe I could get the steam turbines in. Copper. Yikes. That might have been a lot of my plastic gaskets. So I might see somebody going down here. Yep. Somebody's going to be making some plastic gaskets here soon. And a print. Do I need another dupe? Maybe a hauler? Farming supplier. It's not a great one. Operating doctor, no. No, I don't really like these. Thank you. I mean, I've never really ranched the puffs, so I don't really want to do those. As far as you are glum because you have not been ranched. Your errands are super low. Even with the less of hatches, huh? Maybe I kill all of you. Let's turn off the power for those. Yeah, I think we're done with this. Down to one ranch. Deconstruct these. I'm running out of materials, and it's taking my dupes way too long to ranch them. At least this way, it's only ranching them at night. At least for now. That might be to my disadvantage. Or maybe not. Who knows? The hatches take a lot of food to ranch. Oh, that's going to be difficult long term. Alright, let's not disable auto harvest. Okay. Now let's see how we're doing. 19, 26, that's not too bad. Meal ice, plant husk, all that stuff. Where's that going? It's going to central, is it? Okay, well it needs to start going this way. Snip that. And this can then go like so. Yeah. So if... Oh. Alright, so if below 5. Turn on. Alright, that way so we can get some eggs in there. Hopefully we'll have some glossy Draco eggs, but we don't yet. This is our first glossy Draco. I'm hoping that we pay some attention to him. He is glum. So his reproduction is not going up very high. Really like somebody to go over here and work on him. 33. How much other ranching do you have going on? All right, let's check out one of our ranchers. Like Yelp. Yelp's a good example. Oh, there are some 9s. Neutronium grooming station? Okay, yeah, but that's... What happened there? It broke again. I don't understand why it's doing that. It's -7 coming out at 36. Giving off heat at 36C. It's very odd. It's not like it's hot. You know what I mean? 36C is not hot. -6, and all I'm doing is making iron. It shouldn't be increasing the heat that much. But yet it is. And it looks like something is... Oh my goodness. I don't think it likes the joint plate there. I think the joint plate needs to move. So I'm going to move it over to here. And then I'm going to move this over to there, and I'm going to deconstruct this. And I'm going to make that a priority construction 8. Okay, and let's get another mesh tile there. $48 degrees, yeah, no, that should be fine. Alright, don't overheat. 52. I can handle 52. 52 all day long. Alright. Now that that's going on, we have a whole bunch of things happening down here. Let me find Yelp. Alright, so you're gonna have a lot of 5s here. maybe I should make the ranching 6s like I have enough there, right? But these should probably be 6s, I suppose. Let me get these in. Ranching, where are these? Okay, yeah, these will be 6s. Maybe that'll help. What is this? That's only a 5. Hey, they're actually finally digging that out. And let's put in a Weezeworts plant, if we have one. Yay, I think he got groomed. Starving. Go eat. Oh, you're not able to. You can't go around. Well, I'd have to block it off for myself, which is fine. Let's do that. That's a long walk back. But is what it is. Let's see, and then a ladder. Yay, plastic. We're getting plastic a different way now. So even more plastic. Plenty of plastic to go around. Let's get another steam turbine out of copper. Right, like so. Probably go in something like this. And like so. Cancel this. All right. At least we'll start off in a vacuum. That should help. Now, do I have any kind of liquid that would be helpful here? We do have some water down here I need to mop up. Oh my goodness. Yep. All that overheating again, you know? I mean, we are making some dirt. 19 tons. Okay, I think I can cut off the dirt delivery. We are idle over here. This is making plastic? No. That is broken and that is fine. I do not care. I mean, I could have done this a little bit differently, but... Should I do it? I should do it. Let's do it like this. We'll have it coming down, going over, and then around and up. This will have a bridge, so that this will be a loop. We'll snip that and that. Overheat damage? No, I do not care. Disable auto repair. Other pipes that need to go out. Let's get rid of you. And I'd only want you to come in. Let's get another bridge. There we go. This should be way better. What this will do is allow it to rotate. And as long as it's rotating, it shouldn't freeze. In theory, this should work. So this will fill up and then not request any more until it needs more. All right, there's the loop. I could probably open that valve all the way. You know what? What was it? 1600? Let's do 1666. No, 1666. Let's do 1670. Yeah, I think 1670 will be fine. And that's just going to keep it flowing round and round. It'll add to it here and there. But it should always keep moving. That is nice. I like that. Cheer. We have no food. I had not noticed. We have 0 food. Did I never take care of that problem over here? Oh my goodness, I did make a couple generators though. We do have a little extra hydrogen, but not a lot. Mm-hmm. Alright, so I was going to automate this liquid reservoir. This is made out of cobalt ore. However, as we've seen, we're going to need it being made out of steel. Which means I need to send a little bit of steel over to the other planet. How much? Probably 2,000. I don't want to send too much, but we need a little bit more. We also need some food. So what do we have for food? Pickled meal. We could probably send them pickled meals. So let's get them edible pickled meal on a 9. And we'll keep an eye on all of that. Let's also get a bottle of liquid. Where is a good bottle of liquid? Let's see. Am I gonna have to find oil? I don't have any liquids on here. Water. Oh yeah, lots of water. I do have ethanol in some places. In fact, no, that's water. Oh, there's some crude. Let's use that. Relocate you to there. And that way we can then dig out. Let's see. We're gonna have insulated igneous rock. Pipes going out this way. Or do I want them turned around? Or I could just have them going this way. Yeah, let's have them going this way. Cancel those. And then we'll have a bridge going down this way. Perfect. Maybe some radiant pipes made out of iron. Just 1 and 1, and then a regular pipe out of sandstone for the rest. Let's get a tile on either side of that. I'm not sure if I want to make this a power station or not. I don't really do the cell-powered builds. I just, you know, it's not that much power. I try to make them somewhat efficient, but at the same time, I don't know. I'm going to have to figure out a place to send this to be cooled off, and I'm guessing it's going to be right here. So I'm going to have to start replacing some of these tiles. which means I'm gonna have to build new tiles. Let's go ahead and empty this. Trapped. Oh, you're trapped. Okay. Priority 9. Hopefully somebody will get to it quickly. And I think I'm done with that. Skills-wise, Nuggy, I think I'm done with giving out skills for now. Yeah, me could have that. Nuggy. Bedside magic, maybe. Ari, Turner. Yeah, I don't know. I need to up their morale before I start doing that. Oh, we have more muckroot. That's good. And more copper. Oh, we still can't get out. There we go. Well, we should definitely dig out this area. This looks juicy. I like it. Why not? Alright, is that wanting to be emptied? Yeah, at a 9, please. Thank you. And yet another print. Let's see what we get. Dirt, yes. Yes and yes and yes. Yes and yes and yes and yes and yes. Alright, so for dirt, we should be good on dirt for a little while though. Dirt, 24 tons. And we're getting a little bit from this. And I forget exactly what this is. I think it's not useful though. Okay, we got this done. So let's go ahead and deconstruct all buildings on a 7. Dig on a 7. Except for that one. Let's put a door in there. Because you know what? I totally forgot. Redneck can fart in a vacuum. Okay, it's fine to fart. Okay, no. Where is he? Yeah, you're not allowed in there. And we start in a vacuum. Kind of nice. I like it. Now we're idle over here again. Now did I send steel? Let's see. Steel is right here. Alright. Let's drop that. Let's drop this. So they can have some food. They do have a little bit, but here's some more. This will need to be material into steel. Can't do it until we have it though. Alright, I should be able to do it now. So material, change material, make it out of steel. Out of steel, order rebuild 7. I might want to vacuum this area out. I'm going to hook this up. Right. So, yeah, that would be going up this way. Let's get bridges. I'm just going to snip that for now. This is also going to need to have a wire on it. Luckily we have lead. We are able to build this like so for right now. So I'm gonna try to run this down to where I would want a shut off. So if I want a shut off, snip here. The shut off might have to be made out of steel as well. That's definitely gonna need steel, or power, I mean. It's gonna need power. Automation, be lead. Power. Well, at least it's not too far away. 7 on constructions. Alright. It already has power. That's nice. This is pretty much done. Let's get everything out of there. Don't need that in there at all. Actually, we'll just move it. Relocate. Thank you. What up, y'all? Hey, that slug fart on the top of your colony there? Yeah, we're actually ranching them a little bit. Overtaking me in cycle count? 215. Just a little bit. Just... I've also overtaken you in losing on the amount of hatches ranched because I have slaughtered most of them and am only ranching 1 ranch currently. So we have 25 sage hatches and 4 regular hatches. Really? Oh no, hatchlings, sorry. 8 hatches. So we're down to 1 ranch. A couple Drecos. We do have a glossy Dreco. Hey. Hey, everybody. We're ranching... Yeah, we're doing the redneck style. At least for that. We have plastic coming in 2 different directions. Luckily, he can eat now. So he is tame and glum because he needs to be ranched. Okay, there he goes. Yay. This is not dormant. So we're gonna need to move everything out of here as well. People still need to go in there and do some of that though. Which Urko seems lonely? Which one? Not letting redneck in there is hurting me, but I definitely need to keep that vacuum, and I don't want to set up Atmo suits. So we're gonna have a very short time to get this to work correct. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have steel and we have plastic. Yes, steel. Manufactured material. Yeah, I got steel. Alright, so as far as power goes, we want heavy watt wire going through here. Do we though? Cancel. Maybe. Actually cancel. Yeah. We'll try to make it somewhat power efficient. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do it. Oh yeah, the glossy Draco is very lonely. It's unfortunate. We only had the 1 egg. I'm shocked that we don't get more glossy Draco eggs. Like, we don't even have any in here. This is 3 out of 8 critters, though. We were having issues feeding them, though, for a while, so that might have been part of it. Not to mention that it was just too many ranching commands for the amount of ranchers I had. That's why I had to get rid of some of them. You're starving. Why? Turner. Follow cam. What are you doing? Is it just because of your schedule? Turner. Where is Turner? Yeah, pretty much. I think that's what it is. They just have to have a bigger downtime. Let's be better. On this side, we're running 2 oil wells from water from the other planet. That is filling up the oil in here, and then that turns into petroleum, and then that gets metered out into plastic production into the cold biome. And I did put a robo miner in there just in case, you know. So that works well. And now we're putting in a way to give ourselves a little bit more power up here, because the hydrogen just isn't really doing it for us very much. And I think I need to make sure that I have a bridge. Nope. Yep, I definitely need a bridge right there. And there. And we got a nice little leg lamp in there. Isn't it pretty? I mean, it's cute. I like it. Yeah. I like it that the plastic is like right down here. Right down there in the chilled out biome. And I mean, it's a negative 127. You know how long that's going to take before it even melts? And when it does, we'll see it a little bit, but it should be okay for quite a while. We got most of the oil pulled up into this little area here. I haven't dug out all of this area yet. Kind of more focused on getting power up and running because we are going to need this to run once in a while. I think we've got most of this in, so I could start closing this out. I'm going to vacuum this area out and hold a little bit of petroleum in that. I think that we're good. Oh, no, we're not good. I need to have a mesh tile right there. Haha. Ha 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 ha. Almost missed that. Hopefully they can reach it. Nope. No, they cannot. Darn it. Okay, deconstruct. Ethanol lock to the oil biome, yep. Well, kind of, right? So we have a little bit of crude oil. Let's see, what is that? Yeah, we got crude oil on both sides, but ethanol in the middle. It just kind of, I think that spilled. I'm not exactly sure how the ethanol got in there, but we originally did it with crude. And some ethanol did get in, and then it made the gas, and then you know how it goes. Yeah, you know how it goes. Well, that's why we have ethanol here. And now it works so on this side. What is this? Liquid carbon dioxide. Oh, okay, yeah, I suppose. I do like this so that it doesn't freeze in the pipes. I always hate that when it does that. Why would we have water sitting here? Water would go... Okay, yeah, the water goes into the oil wells. This one has no power. I think we turned it off because we have plenty of oil right now. So we're good. And we're not really making that much plastic anyway. Ari just got a skill. Let's check it. Maybe improve carry? And rocket piloting. Quinn. You go improve carry, Ruby. You're pretty much done. Well, I mean, you could have another construction. Yeah, let's do that. Hope. You're exosuit trained. You could be a construction person as well. Looks like you're having a good day today. Like to see that. In fact, I'm going to even give you another one. You don't need demolition now. And who else? Turner. You're also having a decent day. We could get you rocket piloting. Suit sustainability. Heck yeah. Yelp. It's fine. Stinger is way over his limit. Wow. Not good. Okay, let's check this area out. How are we doing with the Dreco? So your tame, your reproduction is now up to 11% a cycle. That's cool. Do we get more if we have one of those critter condos? Is that a thing? Oh, I'd have to find space for it. Okay, so we got all this out. It is idle. I want to move everything that's in there out of there. Let's do it all standard. And then I got to design this cobalt tamer. Yay! Oh yeah, and I was I'm gonna need to get some ladders in here because this is gonna need to have some insulation. And I think I'm gonna want insulation there. Yeah. Cobalt taming time. Let's get some plumbing in. Bottle interiors, 1, 2, 3. All right, let's bring in the water. The only issue is that they'll be in... You know what, maybe I don't do that. It'd be in soggy feet and not being able to breathe. So I could bring in the water later. That's easy enough. Let's go ahead and deconstruct these. Actually, that was a mistake making those. This is going to be dropping the water down here. Vent. And then I'll have the aqua tuner probably over here, the sweeper and all that. Maybe the sweeper loader on this side, I don't know. Let's see, sweeper. Where's that at? Conveyor loader. Let's do it like this. And then I want to have this have a bridge on. Let's see. Oh boy, this always racks my brain. It's been a minute since I've done this. Hold on a second. I got to remember how I do this again. All right, first of all, we don't make them out of copper. We make them out of steel. Tempted to put it there, but I'm not going to. I will make the cooling loop first. Make that out of iron ore. Let's say it was going out. Probably gonna have to get it checked over on. Oh, yeah, I would like it to actually be checked over here. Never mind. So if I had shipping conveyor shut off. And then the sensor for it, which I don't see. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I don't have it researched. Nope. I need to make the observatory real quick. Oops. I'll continue building that, and then this first floor anyway could be a metal tile. Maybe out of, I don't know, copper. Yikes. Alright, let's get the... Where is it? Stations. I'm not even going to put this in a station. I'm just going to put it right there. Down and dirty. Real quick. I always forget to get that one put in. This is how I usually put it in eventually, you know, just to... Like, whoops, I forgot. I forgot to do that one. Alright, let's get that one on a 8. That should be good. Then this will have a rail. Let's slow it down a little bit. This is iron ore. Goes into here. If it's cold enough, it'll come out and go into here. But it'll have to be on a bridge somehow. Because this will have to have its own cooling. Which we're going to do up to a certain point. So let's see. This will be a bridge on. At least it's only 4 tiles high, unlike the molecular. That is true. That is true. The molecular forge is no fun. Okay, so... I always get these wrong. Let's say this was already there. I would want... Yeah, no, that would be fine actually, because I could have it going in like this. That would go out like so, making this one have the priority. Correct? I hope so. And this one would go around. And I think I'm calling it good right there. Right. And then we'd have to have it checked, which I don't have the thing for the checking thing right now. And then if it were cold enough, it would go out. That's a little bit higher than I'd like. How am I going to do that? I mean, it could be there, but that's no bueno. Actually, that's not so bad. So then that rail would just go this way. If it's cold enough, it would continue on until it went out there, and then we can put it wherever we want. Okay, so that, I think, works. Then this, if it's too hot, is going to be going up. Then it's going to have to be steel. Let's also get steel down there. Something like that. Of course, we'll have to get that one in. It's too hot. That'll be that sensor. Then we can get in the... Let's get in the thermal aqua tuner. Steel. And I will... Yeah, let's get that going a little bit. I don't mean to pause it. Let's go ahead and... let's get the thermo sensor. I can just be out of iron. I have a habit of pausing it. I'm going to try to get out of it. And I'll try to continue to keep it playing at a slow speed while doing these designs. So far, it's looking pretty good. Do I have any water just leaking around the base? I don't think so. And are we still making iron? I mean, I do have 5 tons of iron now, which is really nice. This will need the piping as well. Okay, and I would almost want to switch this around so it could cool that area off first. So yeah, let's do that. Let's cancel buildings. Cancel liquid pipes. Cancel automation. Alright, what I'll do... Utility... Not thermal, regulator. Here we go. We'll turn this around a little bit. Maybe not right there. Cancel that. Let's move it. Right there. Utility. Was that out of steel? It is. Automation. Actually, it's under plumbing. The thermo sensor. All right, now with the piping. Have that coming in like so. Actually, let's not have it go down. Let's have it go up. Ooh. Yikes, that's gonna be something. Okay, and the bridge. Nope. There we go. The radiant pipe, we're gonna put that in. I guess it's gonna, maybe it'll be copper. Well, hopefully we have enough for that. Then we'll go insulated to about here. Grab this, put it to there. Grab this. Put it to there. Yep. That's pretty good. Now, are we doing that research? Errands, not operational. 0 databanks. Do we have databanks? $14 databanks. Really? That's all the databanks that we have? Can I mop this area up? That would be great. Oh, and I have another hatch down here. And meat. Yeah, I'm gonna have to... Ooh, we're gonna have to get our food storage handled soon too. But I would like to get this metal sorted because then we don't have to make the metal. We can just have the free metal, which is always better than having to make your metal. Cost you less power in the long run, even if you do cool it off like I am doing, than to run a metal refinery. Because then you also run out of ore eventually too. Only thing I want to be making is steel, I suppose. Although I don't think we have an iron volcano on this map. I'm pretty sure of it. Alright, so for the automation on these, I think that one's going to go for that side. This one will be on that side. These will need power, so let's get the power sorted. We'll do this out of iron. So far, and then I'll need a sweeper and a loader, which I have not decided where I'm putting yet, I suppose. Let's see. Guess the sweeper and the loader could be over on this side. Let's get this sweeper made out of steel. Like right here. Should make the loader. And then we're gonna have to figure that out. Going into shipping, let's get a bridge. Yeah, I think if I had a bridge there, and a bridge there. Or could have a bridge there. Hold on. Let's cancel. Ooh. Conveyor bridge cancel. Alright, let me look at this again. This one always takes me a minute to figure out. I mean, the way I was doing it like this and then like that would work. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just do it something like this. We'll snip this off. So we don't need this anymore. That can go. And all this has to do is go up. And then it will go across. That should be a good loop. And lastly, we'll get one of these in here because I might just have this sweep up any debris. That way we can test it. Just to make sure the loop is correct, I suppose. And this is not operational. Oh wait, we already got the data analysis. Okay, so Stinger, what are you doing now? Suit wearing, green thumb, allergies, no. Swamp chard heart, yes. Oops. Okay, he is researching. It was just that he did that first. Got you. We should have that reasonably soon. It looks like we got half of the radiation research done, which now is reloading and should be ready to pop again soon. Nice. We have rough with the dupe selection. Bro, I tell you, it's been brutal. You're off work? Awesome. It has been brutal with the dupes. This place only has a little bit of plastic because we do ship it out. As far as food, we do not make any here, not much. We do have barbecue once in a while, and that's just because we have a whole bunch of slug plugs up here. Every time they lay an egg, I think it goes up there. Swampy Delights. We don't have any way of cooling our food. And then we have some batteries here, so... Ooh, how often is this on? Properties. 21%. I never did finish this either. And let's go ahead and get this put in. These are made out of iron ore, which means they will overheat. Maybe I should not have mesh tiles there, but I'll just have the mesh tiles down there. The battery still might overheat, but actually I could maybe put that on there too and not put a mesh tile there at all. We could just have the mesh tile right there instead. You're attempting to get a Liovium for that asteroid? Power proper petrol boiler. I'm telling you, I should be able to. Petroleum boilers are easy. I mean, on this, it would be pretty easy to do. Not on this one, but on the other one, I think. I mean, with all these volcanoes, very easy. The only issue with it is it worth it? Right? Is it worth it? Right now, I just needed to get some plastic. That was the main thing. I wanted to get started on some plastic so that I could get some actual cooling done for the first time in 200 cycles. Yep. Priorities. Let's go constructions. Actually, you know what? We're down on 5s, which is good. I like a 5 construction. I think we're busy not being busy down here. Okay, here's that. Almost. I don't want to move everything that's in here out of here. Let's just move it to there for now. Radiation. Oh yeah, we're doing a little research. Alright, sweep this up. And as far as this goes, I might put a door in there. Just because I don't want to spread the heat around. There's some... Ooh, speaking of heat. Get some oil. Yeah, I guess. Hopefully it's gonna spill. I'm sure it will. That pump is pumping out to my crazy ass system. Don't even ask. That is didn't mean for that to happen that way, but it did. Oh, and there's our surfboard. That one's fun. I needed a rec room because morale was really, really bad. Let's see, what did we get? Insulation. Okay, this is bringing in petroleum. So, let me get in a gas pump, a mini gas pump on 9. How do I not have... Is this the secondary planet? This is the secondary planet. For high pressure gas vents, you also need to have the, what do you call it? The rubber gaskets. I hate to have a new thing. You have to have a new thing now. Another step. In order to get a rubber gasket, they don't even tell you this, but you have to have a crafting station and take the plastic, which you used to be able to just use straight plastic, but now you have to make a rubber gasket with it. Yeah. In order to make certain things. One of them being the meter. So one of the features that I have here is this conveyor meter. You have to have gaskets. Plastic gaskets. There is nowhere where it says how to make those. If you go to gaskets in this, it just says not available. But basically, you have to make them in the crafting station using plastic. But, just so you know. Oh, look. We have some critters being ranched. Uh, 21 so far. That one is on a 5, and that one is on a 9. That one must be for meat. Yep. So that's kind of working. This guy is taking a good amount of time to reproduce, but it was only the one. Somehow we got lucky, I guess. These guys, age 9. How are you doing? Glossy Dreco, 12%. Glossy Draco 18. Stunted scales 20. I don't know. It's taking a while. Fun little quirk, but if you do construct a building with a gasket, the deconstructed gasket becomes genetic ooze, so it will never melt. What? I have never seen that. You mean I can How do you do it? I have some gaskets. If you deconstruct a building with a gasket, the deconstructed gasket becomes genetic ooze. Okay, then. Let's do it. Conveyor meter it is. I'll build it. Let's build it right over here. And let's turn that back down onto a 5, please, for everything else. Oh, we're finally running out of dirt. Kind of. I saw your thing with the fiber feather. That was interesting. I hadn't seen that before. Entombment. Let's see what's entombed. Oh, these are entombing once in a while, are they? Solid petroleum, yeah, what is going on with that? I'm curious why max gas pressure. Oh no, did I not send that out? Above? No. Max gas pressure. Max gas. Oh, I see. Ouch. Okay. Well then, let's put this down here. And we'll just make that the 7 right now. I have a filter on it, but I didn't realize it was all going to compress. Copy settings, paste settings. Alright, deconstruct this one. Actually, you know what? That's fine. Alright, so now as long as it only allows natural gas through, we're good. Yep. Alright, we're back making petroleum. Which means we are working towards it up here. Okay, so it's all going to fall out there. We're going to empty this. And hope that it doesn't fall down there, but it probably will. And when it does, I'll just deconstruct this, and we'll make sure that this is only if it's above, so it doesn't suck it up. Oh, good. We don't have to. Cancel. Alright, so the only other one I want to do then is let's get another little bottle of oil. 2 minutes. Stop it. I mean, there's a little bit to be desired there. But it's pretty close. This is saying until you get a certain amount, right? Yeah. Oop. Didn't want 100. Let's go 50, 20. This needs power. We have plenty of lead. This will have a vent. All we need to do is close it up. after the fact. Cancel that. Priority 9 on this stuff. Sweet. And the only other thing I'm missing is a little bit of oil, possibly. We'll put it on this side, just so that we have a little bit of a lock right there. Maybe another mechanized airlock door with, oh, a little automation. But mainly, I just want to get out the hydrogen out of here. Oh, did it deconstruct that? Let's see, go back to that place. Okay, genetic ooze, huh? Is it a liquid? No, it's a plastic gasket. What up, redneck? Welcome me in, welcome me in. I still have it as a plastic gasket for now. How you doing? We got plastic finally, and we're starting to ranch Drecos. I'm about to head out for the evening, but a few things that I was doing was getting ready for this. I think that is set up correct. I don't know why they haven't built this, because we don't have any copper. Cancel that. Cancel liquid pipes. Should I make these out of a different material? Sure, why not? How's it going? See properties for the gasket? Properties is genetic ooze, yes. Melting point. Yeah, it doesn't melt pretty far. Yeah, it's pretty close to not melting ever. Doing on my superconductive today. Might get a temperizer power pet boiler going. That's cool. Ta-da. Yeah, but, I mean, it won't, yeah, this won't ever melt, but it's still a plastic gasket, right? You can't unmake them. They don't break down. All right, and then, let's see, what else did we need for this, other than, oh, hell, does that not, it's not a vacuum anymore. That's why we didn't break it. Oh my goodness. Ooh, I can do a high pressure gas vent though now. Was that crude? Naphtha, anyone? Yeah, I wish I had naphtha right now. I haven't heated anything up that. I mean, I could do it. I got plastic. I got plastic. You knew it would happen. Ain't doing nothing. Okay. Do we want naphtha? Ooh, that's getting warm. 69 degrees, 74. Let's maybe cut that off. I mean, we got plenty of gas. Naphtha, what is a serious question? Yeah, I know. Naphtha is life. I do like a good naphtha. Can I be cheeky and just steal some easily? That one's tempting. What do you think? Ooh, that is putting off the heat. It also might put off the sour gas. Let me put in a mesh tile. If it warms up too much, I might have to close it off. I mean, we can get a couple things of naphtha at least. It's going down in temp. Okay, 45. Oh, come on, man. 45.1. 0.2. Oh my goodness, are you gonna take that long? Yeah, that's gonna be super slow. There's faster ways of doing it. Something like that, maybe? Ooh, actually, cancel this. Cancel that. I'm gonna have it right there. If I have it there... Yeah, that should draw the heat in. It's gone up almost a whole degree. There it is, 46. It's gonna take a while. That should speed it up though. Maybe. We did get most of the power sorted. I got a power spine currently. I think I still have one line that's on an old design that I was hoping to change. We'll have to change that next time. Just wasn't able to get to it all. And then this setup, which now has oxygen in it, which we're gonna try to get the naphtha for. Come on, naphtha time. 9, Aaron. Who's on it? Anybody beyond that? You can do that, right? No, you cannot. Maybe I have to do that. Let's do this on an 8 or 7. That is no longer a ranch, but it doesn't really matter because it's more of a naphtha station right now. Yeah, I like this. This works okay. I mean, it could be better. Okay, here we go. Now we're warming up. 47. 8. Maybe we're warming up. 50. Oh yeah, the temp shift plate is gaining some temperature. 51. Probably should have done that as a metal plate, yeah? The hydro is getting nice and hot. Yes, it is. It's very temperate. It's not necessarily a good thing. How is the... Yeah. Luckily, it's cold down here. The wheeze warts will help. I'll try to do it quicker. That should definitely make it go up faster. You know what I could do? I could... No, I don't want to do that. It's definitely going up quicker, so I don't know. It's going to be a while. I don't really want to look away, though, you know, because it's like, well... It's getting warm. How hot does it have to be again? Properties melt at 159.9 degrees. That's going to definitely warm up that room. I don't like it. I don't like it. Cancel it. Yep, cancel it. Deconstruct it all. I see. The whole room is going to get that warm and don't really want that. Thank you for pointing that out. I'm glad I finally got it. Construct all. Put this one back. And we should be good to go. Need to do that in a vacuum. Yeah, I think it's gonna have to wait until some other time for that though. So we're gonna go ahead and mop this up real quick. And let's add another set of metal tiles over here. That hydro was getting hot. That whole room would have gotten that hot. Hey, we got another glossy Draco egg though. Let's make sure it's cooling off now. No, it's not. We'll just replace all of those as well. That'll cool it all. Redneck farted in my vacuum. Which vacuum? He farts in a lot of my vacuums. Everyone got burned. Yikes. It's just... I have lost some vacuum setups because of Redneck, but you know, lessons learned. You just need to have door permissions, that's all it is. Supplying is good. Cooking. Ooh, I was anemic. You gotta love anemic. I don't know if I want to pick one right now. One I use to cook your plastic with, the obsidian from a volcano. Yeah, could do something like this. Hold on. Dig out. Something like that. Maybe. Because I could probably put some there and get it. As long as I can keep that in a vacuum. And have it not touch anything hot when it drops down. That's the main thing. Don't want to make sour gas. Alright, then mop up. Actually, dig out. Dig out that on an 8. Hopefully that's not hot enough to make... Yeah, might be. Let's put... Cancel. Flaky, flaky. Oh, you want it? Okay, what's the odds? What's the odds of sour gas? I want a sour gas or no sour gas. Deconstruct these two. Dig out those two. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna get it without sour gas. Okay, let me mop this up. Let's cancel. Fucking redneck. Not a problem, not a problem. We'll just put doors right there and rebuild these tiles one more time. Making a sour gas port? No, no. No. No, I'm making a redneck free zone. This is what you gotta do. You just gotta make door permissions and tell redneck not to come in there. You know what? You're not allowed in anymore. Copy that and paste it. Alright. The fart. Yeah, it's over 10 a second. 10, I don't know. It's a lot. As far as the gas overlay, it's pretty clean. You're welcome. That is pretty nice. Wow. That's impressive for having you outside of a suit as often as you are. So, that's pretty clean. Let's put in some more of these. think I have this loop good, ready to go. And I should have that rail thermo sensor now, which is under shipping. Rail thermo sensor right there. That's what I want. Make that one. Got a steel here. Add a iron there. This can be relocated to there. Oh, I almost thought I dug into it for a second there, but no, that's it. It's this. It's this over here. So deconstruct our redneck free zone. And is this getting powered or anything? Yes, it is. Are you lullabied? Yes, you are. All right, sweet. So that's a vacuum. That's a lot of heat. That's a lot of heat. I am so gonna make some sour gas. I have an idea. I have an idea. I'm gonna dig out all the way to there. I'm gonna dig out all the way to there. What do you think? I like this idea. And then I'm gonna dig out that. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, redneck. That's exactly what I'm thinking. I should be able to have it touching here and dropping down, maybe, I don't know, somewhere. It's gonna be tight. I just hope nobody goes out this direction. Oh my goodness, it's raining outside. I just noticed. Oh, you want the sour gas? I want to try not to provide it. So far, we're still working in a vacuum. Kind of wish I could vent that gas out. Maybe I could. What if I could do something like that? Would that just... Ooh, that's a bad idea. That's a bad idea. Don't do that. How the heck do I see chat in stream before I see it in Twitch chat? I have no idea. That's a bizarre. I have no idea on that one. Alright, I guess we're going airflow tiles down here, right? Do they heat up? I think they do. In a vacuum, though? Hell yeah, look at that. Plastic. Nice. The only thing is that doesn't go to central storage, which I kind of wish it did, but, you know, it's a small price to pay. This I'm going to empty. We might as well, because this is taking a while, and I just kind of want to get that vacuuming. There we go. Let's make sure that, yeah, and redneck's not allowed through here either, yeah? Yeah, redneck's not allowed through here either. So I can just copy these doors, paste them there. And we shouldn't have to worry about that too much. Let's go ahead and vacuum that out. And I hope that it doesn't blow out there, so maybe I need to do that? No. I am a little bit worried about that. Guess we'll find out. Exchange rate is of that debris, I think. Airflow versus mesh will exchange heat with the tile below it if it's a solid. Yeah, okay. Okay, it's not blowing that away. That's good. Heat-wise, we're good. Now, what I want to do is get some airflow. Actually, get a ladder. Not sandstone. How about obsidian? You'd think I'd be doing this in the suits. Probably gonna have to have another ladder. In fact, let's go ahead and have a ladder coming down. Not there. Cancel that. And then I will dig out. I don't know, I'm just digging out a whole bunch of stuff. Why not? We'll just core it all out. Why bother with suits if it remains a vacuum? Exactly. As long as they can, you know, hold their breath for a little while, we'll be good. And we don't let Redneck down here or anybody else. With allergies or whatever. Still vacuum. Convoluted a little bit, but I want to get this obsidian right here, which means I need to go lower than that. So I'm actually going to dig down a little bit more. Should be good. You're not the allergetic? No. You're the not anemic. You're the one that falls asleep periodically. Yeah, Nugs has allergies. And we might even have another allergy dupe, but we do make allergy meds. So not a problem. And that's vacuuming out, so let's go ahead and finish this up a little bit. Already said I was going to end it. I am a little bit worried about this, but we are vacuuming this out, and it should be fine. As far as power for this goes, we would have this hooked up here. The layout looks solid. And then the only thing I'd have to do is finish this off with a little bit of layer here. This would let the metal go out if... Actually, where is... Let's finish this up with the automation. So if it's above, right, if it's above 30 degrees C, we'll have it go around again. And then for this one, if it's above 200 C, we'll have it go around again. So those are the settings that we want on that. And let's go ahead and see what all we did. I got the 2 Draco ranches in. We explored more of the ice biome, which killed one of the sporchids and is hopefully killing the other 2. I believe that is... I forget what that is. I think it's like chlorine or something. Not sure. We have less hatches and pips than we used to, but we are making plenty of iron. Cycle 223, I'm hoping to get to space, but we haven't even dug up here at all. I'm using my cold liquids for my metal refining, and then that goes into my water storage, which I don't even know. I think, yeah, I do have a forever water storage, but it hasn't been going into it. So it does look like it's backed up. Or no, is it not backed up? No, it's not backed up. It's not backed up. The water is definitely not backed up. That's good. Because I have not been putting any into the O2 machine for quite a while. But breathability is fine. On this planet we are idle, but this is where we make our plastic. So I'll have to figure out something to do over here, like coring out more of this or exploring some of these. But next time we'll be doing a lot more of the metal volcano taming. Yeah, lots of food, a few calories. We don't have the freezer in yet, so that's another thing on the to-do list, is get a freezer going. Right now, this is the area to come in. I don't have any wood. I want to get to space so I can get, arbor tree seeds. Either that or the toilet. I don't know where the toilet is. To unclog? I have not found it yet. I thought it was pretty early on discoverable, but now I'm worried that it's on the planet in space, which if that's the case, ouch. So I would like to get to space and get to that other planet that's out there that's pretty close, somewhere nearby. Don't finish the NAFTA? You want to finish the NAFTA? Alright. Hold on. Where is it? NAFTA production. Alright, we'll do that. You want to know where the toilet is? I only want to know where it is if it's on one of the planets that I already know about. If it's on one of the ones I haven't gone to yet, then no, I don't need to know about it. Because then I'll just know about it. I suppose. Yeah, that's what I thought. Has the apprentice out there? Same planet as the Predecessor, then I just haven't found it yet. Alright. Could be just over here a little bit. Alright, then let's get... Should I go ballsy? Maybe not. 800 kgs. We're gonna have to have a pump for this. Maybe I should move these ladders over here. Let's do that. Deconstruct these. Priority 8 construction. It has to be with the Predecessor. Does it have to be with it? I thought it could be on the other planetoids. No? I love the little pips. I need to make more rubber boots. Is that a thing I can make? I think so, now that I have rubber gaskets, right? Rubber gaskets. Where did I put that station? Yeah. Rubber boots, though. Where do I make my worm... Oh, I don't make worm coats here. Do I have one of those stations? No. It's like the textile looms. I don't think I made a textile loom place. Most of that is done. Let's see, dig out more of this. Priority 8. Okay. Kind of like the... Yeah, that's my train of thought. Never 100% confirmed. Kind of like the 4 fossil have to be on the same planetary trade can't be split. What? So I just haven't found it yet? Is that what you're saying? Haven't looked hard enough? Is that what you're telling me? I mean, I guess I could... break in there at some point. At some point, we'll find out what's in there. There is a vacuum still, so airflow tile, gold amalgam. Cancel this one. Let's get a... Gonna have to be steel pump though. Could be just a regular liquid pipe though. Don't have to go crazy with that. Guess we'll bring it into here and put it in a steel. Actually, you know what? Let's not do that. Let's put it into, even better, a bottle filler. Steel bottle filler. This will need power. Sure, why not? Reconstruction. Or like you don't remember, to be honest. We didn't look. Yeah, we did have a lot of seeds. I don't remember where it is either, and I didn't want to cheat and look again, you know, so it is what it is. Suppose I could just do that there. Starvation. That might be an issue over here again. 0 food. I mean, I could kill 1 or 2 of these guys. Not like we don't have plenty. There you go, that should help out. And it's right above the fridge almost. Isn't that convenient? Sweet. $38 on these ones. Alright, now the next question is, will it spill out anywhere else? Because hopefully it won't. Let's try to make our naphtha. Plastic. I just don't want it to spill out, like, go that way. As long as it goes down, I'm good. You know what? Maybe I will put this one there. 8. Well, it shouldn't take long. What are we thinking? Sour gas? Ooh, they stopped. How is it sunny and raining right now? Nice, that's crazy. Come on now. Okay, we got the bottle filler in. That's just a little protection on my end. Are you kidding me? She's gotta breathe. Oh, too! There's no time for breathing. Sun plus rain makes baby rainbows. It is true. Did we make... No! No sour gas. What up, Scooter? What up, Redneck? Yay. We now have naphtha. Thank you, Redneck, for kicking my butt to make naphtha. And Yelp. I appreciate that. Perfect play. Thank you. I mean, it's a little overdone, right? Maybe I could have done it a little bit easier, but that'll work. We might as well finish this up a little bit. Let's get everything that's hanging out right there. Move to, I don't know. Oh. We can't really go over there, can we? How about a ladder? I think we can, it's just that you gotta go the long way. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what you're gonna have to do. That's the long way. Okay. Why? Oh, that is... You know what? It can chill out in there, right? Yeah, that's fine. Let's get a little bit of naphtha. 199. And I'll put that right there. We already have a vacuum, though. So yeah, next time we're going to be starting this up. I guess I could deconstruct this. I'm gonna leave that vent there just in case, and I will at least deconstruct that piece. Because everything else I can deconstruct, even if it's closed off. Alright, next, I want to get that closed off. And I'll probably move this conveyor chute later on. But for right now, that'll be nice. This is our little cooling loop that we'll have going on. As far as rails, I'm hoping that works. I think that works. Power. Deconstruct. Power looks like it works, except for that I need to have a line going to it from a transformer, which would be over here. Which is a long wire to run. But that's what lead is for. So one thing I could possibly do is start sending lead over. There we go. They're idle anyway. So we'll get lead sent over. That's free metal, and I will probably have it stretched out all the way over to run this. Although it's somewhat self-sufficient. But probably not nearly enough. Alrighty. Naphtha works. Let's see. Anybody got anybody that want me? Yeah. Anybody have somebody they would like me to rate?